With the recent release of the 1.4 update to Gran Turismo 7, there's a new way to earn credits quickly and easily. Stick around and I'll share everything I've discovered so far and how you can take advantage of this in your game. This exploit is made possible by creating a custom race in Daytona with the AI drivers set to professional and giving the AI drivers the quickest car in the game with the highest performance points, while you're driving a car at the opposite end of the roster. In order to do this, you'll end up needing to spend 1 million credits on the Dodge SRT Tomahawk X VGT in Brand Central, and then you're going to end up installing the fully customizable racing transmission in the tuning shop for another 21,000 credits. Here comes the key to this exploit. We're going to adjust the gearing of the transmission to the maximum acceleration. This will drastically limit the Tomahawk's top speed. Now we'll build a custom roster using all of these sabotaged Tomahawks and setting the driver's difficulty level to professional for maximum payout. The number of laps you set doesn't greatly change the payout until you start adding a lot of laps. I'm setting mine up for 11 because this will give me enough to complete the 26.2 miles needed for the roulette ticket. I'm only planning to use this method when I'm short on time because it's not a very entertaining race, but some days I still need to get that roulette ticket. The maximum payout seems to be for races between 1 and 6 laps, but you don't lose a whole lot by upping the laps to around 30. You do run a greater risk of losing the clean race payout due to the increased time on the track with the sabotage cars. If you were to increase the laps towards the maximum allowed, the payout becomes less and less and can be seen in the chart below. In terms of what vehicle you should use, it's best to use an engine swapped vehicle so that you can take advantage of the low initial performance points and get a higher maximum speed. It doesn't seem that the custom race is taking the engine swap into account when calculating the payout. If you haven't received the proper engine swap yet, or if you haven't hit collector level 50, you can still take advantage of this method, but your car will be slower, making the time spent earning the money longer. You will want to make sure that the top speed of the car is around 100 miles per hour. I was able to get a win fairly easily with the Toyota Sports 800 that only had upgraded tires. It's also important to make sure that you complete all of the Daytona track experience before doing this, as it adds a 400% multiplier to the credits earned. This is a great way for you also to earn the money to end up buying that initial Tomahawk. My favorite car to use on this method so far is the VW 1200 Beetle. It's a car that you get for free with the menu progression, so it's something that we all have available to us. And it's long and stable enough to handle the Porsche engine swap without too much disruption. You can also earn that same amount of money with the VW Sambus, the Willys Jeep, and Abarth 595 SS, but the Abarth vehicle to me is extremely unstable, so I don't really care for it. Once you start getting into higher level vehicles, even up to the level of like the Cappuccino and the Honda Beat, the credits will start to drop pretty significantly. When you do start running this race, you might even want to speed up the Tomahawks a little bit because they do brake super hard going into the corners, and there's a big risk of slamming into the back of them if you end up behind them during this initial braking. Otherwise, I definitely recommend staying out of the racing line whenever possible. Anyway, I hope you guys find this video useful. Please like and subscribe, and I hope this is here to stay. I hope they don't end up taking this away from us. I don't think it's something that people are going to use too aggressively just because it is kind of a boring race, but it is a way to get money quickly if needed. If done properly, you can get right around 4 million credits per hour, which is double anything else in the game so far.